Tell them, AJ. Tell them about it. They want to hear. Tell them.
Oh, I'm gonna tell them. Well, for you that's watching right now, yo, hello, or listening, that is. So we're doing our first Beer Belly giveaway, the Russian River IPA giveaway, John likes to call it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing right now. So we have 3 place winners. First place is gonna win a Pliny the Elder double IPA from Russian River Brewing Co.
You said double?
It is
a single. You said double.
Yeah, double IPA. That's what it is, right?
I like it. Yes, it is.
Oh no! Oh, they're winning a double for sure. And then next up, you're gonna win a Blind Pig IPA, a Happy Hops IPA, Mind Circus Hazy IPA, and then the glorious Pliny for President 2020 double IPA. So that's pretty crazy.
Ticket. Oh yeah, that's the one you want. You want first place.
That's a golden ticket right there.
Now, second place isn't bad. Not as good as first place. Not bad. You're definitely gonna get a Pliny the Elder.
Yes.
And then a Mind Circus. So not bad.
Not bad at all.
Great beers. Again, Pliny the Elder. Amazing.
Right. And then third place, you're going to win a single Pliny the Elder double IPA. It's an easy classic beer that I want. Yep. Like when we started talking about doing this giveaway, I was like, is there a way that I can just enter it? Because I want all of this right now.
It's a good ass prize, right?
Yeah. So let's see. First place wins 5 different IPAs from Russian River Brewing Co. That's not bad.
That's an almost 6-pack. It would have been 6, but I chose to drink one of them.
That's fair.
Sorry.
No, you're at a better place than I am with my collection so far. I'm going to be sending you my last one, actually. So there you go. Whoever wins first place. But yeah, so to sign up, it's pretty darn easy. All we ask is that you send an email to beerbellypod@gmail.com. Send us a picture of each account that you followed and liked and retweeted, so that way we can tally up your entries. John, let them know what's up.
All right. So there are several different ways of getting multiple entries into this bad boy, because we're generous, because we love you guys and we want everybody to enjoy these beers. Obviously, you're only allowed to win 1 out of the prizes, but the more entries you have give you greater odds of winning. And so the different ways of doing it is liking our post on Instagram of our giveaway, liking and retweeting our giveaway post on Twitter. Get a Twitter. Everybody get Twitter. And then the other way of entering is by going to our YouTube channel, Beer Belly Podcast, and subscribing.
That's right. And then just make sure that you're 21 and over, obviously. We just got to make sure that things are as legal as possible with this giveaway going on. That said, we do need to see like your ID. So please, if you can, scan or take a picture of it. That's fine. If you want to, definitely do recommend block out your ID / driver's license number. We don't want that or need that information.
I want it. No. I want it.
Oh, you want it? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you never know when you need to steal someone's identity. So I mean, it's possible. Block it out.
Oh, maybe an almost 6-pack for your driver's license number.
All right. Well, let them know what the other rules are, John.
It needs to be local, so we need a home address or some type of private address. We're not going to do P.O. boxes because it is a little difficult to ship beer around. So a home address or a private address would be best. That being said, we're only going to be doing this in the United States. The reason being is AJ's not smart enough to figure out how to send it across borders, and I'm too lazy to look it up myself. So it's going to be United States only this time. But hey, we get big enough, who knows what can happen, right?
Right. And if we're not shipping alcohol, we could probably do more prizes that we can send overseas, which we're excited to do. So if you are someone who listens or watches to the podcast and you are from outside of the US, let us know and let us know what kind of prizes you would want to win, because we'd be happy to be able to oblige and do so. Just remember, though, some requirements that we have for you to even enter. Obviously, you got to email us at beerbellypod@gmail.com. Make sure that you follow and subscribe to us on Spotify, Instagram, and Twitter. And again, email us the picture of each account of ours that you follow to beerbellypod@gmail.com. Beerbellypod. I couldn't talk for a second.
All right, guys, do it. We want to give you beers for free.
Drink for free. Do it. It's quarantine time. What the heck else are you doing with it?
Exactly.
All official rules are going to be posted on a tweet on our profile, so you can always review the rules on there in case you're like, wait, how did I get the extra entries again? It's all going to be there for you. Just make sure you reference that if ever you need. And if you have questions, you can always DM us as well. We're at BeerBellyPod on Instagram and Twitter, or you can simply, again, email us, beerbellypod@gmail.com. But good luck. We can't wait. I want these beers for myself, but
I'm gonna win.
apparently it was John's idea to give these away to you guys, so I have to hold that now.
Hold that shit. Hold my Corona. I'm getting an elder. The giveaway starts basically right now. Get on it. Yes. And it will be ending on the 26th. We will be announcing who the winner will be. So that gives you a whole 3 weeks.
Yes. Good luck. May the odds ever be in your favor. We'll see what happens.
Welcome to Beer Belly Pod, where we review our favorite things on the planet. Beers.
Spoiler alert.
Today we're going to be reviewing the amazing Russian River
tap dance shoes.
Pliny the Elder.
Oh, shit. Okay, I got to return my package real quick with Amazon.
No. Keep them.
Okay.
After recording.
After recording Zoom meeting tap dance lessons?
Oh, yeah.
From John? I appreciate that. Okay.
I got you.
He's got the moves. He knows how to tap it well.
I'll tap dance you right to the moon, baby.
So, yeah, we have Pliny the Elder, and I'm pretty excited because,
special guest. Oh, yeah.
Should we? I mean, it's probably going to be in the title of this episode somewhere, but should we tell them why we have Pliny the Elder today?
Tell them.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. We got a shipment of Pliny for President, an offshoot of Pliny the Elder. So that is not this beer quite yet, but we will whip that out later on in the episode.
Oh, we'll whip
and
it
we
out.
will be reviewing it, which I'm super excited for.
You're a bastard. And you don't wait for me.
My dad got so excited because I told him the day before he received it, which we received it the morning of us recording this right now. And I told him the day before, like, hey, it's due to be coming on the 30th. He's like, what is it? He didn't understand. He knew nothing about Pliny for President. So I was like, oh yeah, it's this alternative version brew of Pliny for Elder, or Pliny the Elder. And he's like, what? Oh my God. And so he just got so hype and wet about it. And then when I checked my email today, just seeing like what the status was, because I got an update from Russian River. Oh my God. That was close. To anyone not watching the video version, I almost overflowed my beer. But anyway.
Nice save, AJ.
Look at that head. That's pretty decent right there.
Oh man, your computer's doing the color more justice than mine. Mine kind of has like an orange to it.
Although that's interesting how like two different cameras can pick up two different versions of the color shades. If you will.
Your color is more spot on, 100%. Don't look at my glass.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. I think it's the LED lighting. It's working out nicely for right now, anyway. But anyway, we're super hype. We're gonna get presidential with it today because we're gonna be enjoying both the Elder and Pliny for President. So super excited. That said, shall we get into it? Cheers, my brother. Oh, so go ahead.
This is just, I don't think we've ever really stopped to talk about the flavors that we get off of an Elder. And we've been drinking Elders for 4 or 5 years now at this point?
Something like that, yeah.
Even when they were hard to find, we would find them.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever really talked about how great the flavors are in this beer.
Yeah, I believe you are correct.
And something I've always gone from it, and it's something I don't really like from other beers, is it kind of has like a fruitiness to it, but it's nothing overpowering. I don't feel like I taste an overpower of like peach. I'm sure you've seen those funky looking IPAs where it's like IPA peach or mango, and I just feel like it's just fruitful.
I feel that. Okay. That's interesting you mentioned that, because actually I don't know if maybe I've agreed with you in the past, but I don't know if I've ever I don't know if I get fruity notes from this beer. Or if I ever have. That said, I did have Offshoot Hazy IPA last night. I had a couple glasses of it, and I definitely
Nice.
got some fruity flavors from that one. But it felt like it was like slightly intentional, but only slightly, which I appreciated. It wasn't like overbearing or anything like that,
No, that and
which
that's what I
what
get from it. It's not overbearing. I think it's like the perfect mix of not perfect mix. I think it has just the right amount of tone of fruitiness, but you still get that hoppiness that's overpowering it in the long run. So I think that's why it tastes so smooth, at least in my opinion. At least it goes down so smooth, and then the aftertaste is like, oh yeah, I'm tasting these hops.
yeah, okay,
But
I can go with that.
that's
But
how.
like, go
What do
ahead,
you think
please.
about it? No. Please tell me, AJ.
Well, I mean, as you said, oh, there goes my coaster. Let me grab another one.
You can't even use a holster. You think I want to hear your opinion about a beer?
I know, right? Oh, I'm not even holding my mug right. There we go.
Oh, it's so smooth.
I specifically got this mug so that since it has like a handle instead of like a pint glass, I don't have to worry about getting my beer too warm.
Oh yeah.
And it holds a decent amount of beer at once that as well. But oh man, I just took a taste right now and it just tastes like what I want from an IPA. Like a nice, not extremely hoppy double IPA, though hoppier than most IPAs I come across nowadays, which is both a good thing and also disappointing on not on Russian River Brewing Co.'s side, but more so just the fact that some of the larger names in brewing nowadays, we've talked about it before and we're going to mention it over and over again, but just the fact that some of them don't get as experimental as they used to. And so I wish I could say that, you know what, it's not the hoppiest double IPA. There are many more out there, which there probably are. But again, the bigger name breweries don't pack that same punch like they used to as often with different variations of their brew. And with Pliny the Elder, you know what you're going to get from it. And that's a solid freaking IPA.
Oh, so
Double
good.
IPA, that is.
It's a double, right?
Yes, it is. It's considered a double IPA.
Oh, yeah.
I believe this is usually like 8.25.
8.2, yeah.
This is a solid 8.0. At least my bottle is. What about yours?
When was yours bottled?
Good question.
Bum, bum.
Well,
mine was bottled.
Oh, I see mine
on 5/4.
Oh wow, mine's a little newer. Mine was on the 7th of this month of July.
Wow, mine's old, and mine is alcohol content is 8%.
Okay, there you go. So same percentage on both our ends then. But you know what though? It's so interesting because there are times where like some for this brewery in particular is where I notice it, where like sometimes their Blind Pig or their Happy Hops beers will be at different percentages at different times. Like there have been moments where I have bought it by the bottle and it's usually like 6.75, 6.0, 6.25. I see it jump around at those numbers, and the reason why I notice the difference is sometimes if I go out to eat somewhere and they happen to have those beers on tap, then that's when all of a sudden I'll see it like, hey, just the other week I saw it at a different percentage. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe it's just that they flirt around and experiment from brew to brew to brew, from batch to batch to batch, if you will.
I don't think I've ever noticed that before, AJ. And at one point, Blind Pig was like my favorite beer for a nice 6 months. Yeah. I liked it more than Alder, and I don't think I ever stopped to notice that. I always knew it was lighter in content.
Yeah.
But it was also like the newer beer to me because I had already had Alder so many times that it was like, oh, Russian River has another beer that isn't Alder or younger that you only get, 2 weeks out of the year.
Right.
And which I take advantage of. And
you should.
Yeah. When I saw Blind Pig, it was like, oh, this is fresh. It's great. But nowadays, I'm pretty whatever about Blind Pig. I won't even like take a second glance at it because Alder is just... It's in a league of its own, I think.
It really is. I mean, again, just the perfect way for me to describe it, it's the go-to IPA. Just it's a go-to beer. You're gonna get what you want out of it. At least for us, I imagine that's the case. I'm sure there's others out there that might say Elder's overrated and stuff like that. But I would say because it's a very popular underground low-key brewery, to where like Russian River is huge to the people that know about it. Like there's a reason why their annual releases get crazy hype because it's good quality.
Oh yeah.
But you mentioned to the general public Russian River Brewing Co., they're going to be like, wait, what is that? So it's exciting when you meet someone that actually knows what you're talking about,
It's pretty great. And it's something we didn't really talk about. We just jumped right into how great the beer is. Mm-hmm. So both beers we're reviewing obviously are from Russian River.
Yep.
Pliny the Elder, they've been making since, from my understanding, the late 90s.
That's awesome.
Excuse me, I'm about to burp. Sorry.
Go
Trying not
for
to
it.
stop.
You
Oh, that was a little bitch burp.
belch.
Yeah, from the 90s, they were a small company, and I don't think they're as small as they were when we first got into them, because I feel like their name has gone around a little bit more.
Of course. Oh, they gone around.
Oh, you know it, baby. But they were big in California. I feel like people in California definitely knew about them. And I know for a fact at one point they were only selling in California, and I believe Philadelphia was like the other random little spot that they were selling it in. And yeah, small company. And then they opened up their second brewery, because they have one in Santa Rosa, which is up in Northern California. And then they opened up their second location in Windsor. And about 3 years ago, 2 years ago now. And since then, their beers have become so easy to find.
Yep.
It's been nice.
It's been very nice and convenient as heck. Like, I remember the first time when you and I saw at a local liquor store that they sold, like, this liquor store is known for carrying craft beers and experimental type of brews and such. And the moment we noticed that they actually sold that was like a dream come true for us. Like, it was like, wait, hold on. We can get Elder almost anytime now, but like the frequency of the availability has gone up so much since even the first time they started carrying it over, a couple of years ago now.
Yep.
Which is awesome. I mean, like, it is bittersweet, because it's like it's kind of like that band.
It lost exclusivity.
Yeah, where it's like, oh man, they're like low key, they're like super small. They haven't gotten big yet. They're not even on the radio yet and stuff like that. They're not on anyone else's Spotify playlist. But then all of a sudden. Everyone else realizes how amazing they really are,
yeah.
which is both a good thing, because you want the thing you care about to gain popularity and gain fame, and also just fortune to a degree. But at the same time, it's bittersweet again that, like, oh man, everyone knows about this. But I wouldn't say Russian River is quite to that point to where it's like,
No.
oh man, everyone knows about this shit now, when it's the new Budweiser, if you will, or Anheuser-Busch, you know what I mean? They're obviously not to that caliber, but quality-wise, far beyond it, though, of course.
100%. And at one point, whenever it would show up at a restaurant, if you didn't go there that first day, good luck trying to get it the second day, because people would go out of their way to get this beer. They drive far. And like you said, it kind of sucks, because it was nice being like, oh, you've never had this beer before? Good luck trying to find it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I love the fact that this is as easy to get as a Corona nowadays. If you know, if you know where your beers are at.
Yeah.
Because I know 3 different spots around here that I can go to that will for sure have it.
Yeah, I know, that's a great point. Like, yeah, it has the availability of like a Corona, if you will, so long as you know where to look. Then you're gonna probably get your hands on one. And even with that said, if it's on tap somewhere where I'm dining at, I'm gonna probably, like, 99% chance, I might as well just have one glass. You know what I mean?
Maybe two.
Maybe two. Oh, there's this other cool IPA that's super strong that I haven't tried before. That's great, but I might wait until I have my Elder first, or have the Elder later, something like that. Either way, it's gonna be in the mix.
Elder special guest beer, Elder for me.
There you go. The nice sandwich. Yes. We should try that sometime. That sounds fun.
Damn.
Right. So there was one thing I wanted to mention, just leaning away from the Elder for right now, because we're going to be talking about Pliny for president.
That's why I came.
Oh, okay.
The reason I'm doing this pod. Not playing. What are you going to say?
So our other podcast that we do with our buddy Peter, SD Geek Podcast, you can check that out. You can, if you Google SD Geek Podcast, you'll find us pretty much everywhere. But that being the case, yes, please rate and subscribe. Thank you very much, and share with your friends. But we talked about recently the Xbox Game Showcase, and I just wanted to, since we have this podcast as well, if you don't mind sharing some of your thoughts from that presentation. It doesn't have to be super crazy, but if you don't mind getting into it just a little bit.
So I only really watched the Halo, and
it was the best presentation of all of them.
It was. To say. So, well, I'll say this. I got excited over the Halo. It looked good. I mean, I know a lot of people are bashing on it because I guess the graphics aren't on par. I guess I really don't understand the hate that it's getting. Um, but I'm not much of a gamer. We should throw that out there right now. I am really not much of a gamer unless it's fighting games. Come at me, bro. But it did remind me of older Halo games. Like I saw it and I felt like I was watching Halo 3. I definitely got like those vibes from that initial gameplay of it.
Yeah.
But honestly, and I said this on the podcast and I still mean it, I don't give a fuck about the story or how great or how big your world is. I want to know how I'm going to kill the person I'm playing who's halfway across the country.
There you go.
That's all I care about.
Yep.
I'm one of those people. If I can't play and beat somebody, I probably don't want to play the game.
Fair enough. I mean, honestly, I know that you're not that interested in it, but I do want you. I hope for you that you give Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer a chance because it's so worth it. Like I love the multiplayer in that game. It's honestly, I mean, this said, I've played every Halo game that there is except for Halo Wars 1 and 2. But as far as like the multiplayer goes of the first-person shooter Halo genre, it might be my favorite iteration of Halo multiplayer. That said, every iteration of Halo multiplayer has something special about it that I appreciate a lot over the years. But Halo 5, it just has the most crazy action to it. Like, it's just so fast-paced. It's fucking insane. It's a great marriage of, like, quote-unquote COD and Halo multiplayer, like gameplay style.
You see, and that's what lost me with Halo was when they try to be like COD.
Well, I mean, I will say this. It's still definitely Halo because the thing is, you can get someone one shot being like their shields are down. You just need one headshot with like a BR or a DMR for that matter. Or with a sniper for that matter as well. But the thing is, if they round that corner and you can't get to them fast enough, then
you're going to heal.
They're going to heal right back up, which is one of the frustrations, but also the saving graces that is a Halo multiplayer. You know what I mean?
And
like,
then,
it's so frustrating sometimes, but at the same time, it's what makes it kind of fun and mixes it up. I don't know.
And I haven't kept up, obviously. It's been a while, but I know in Halo 3, weapons had spawn spots. But in the other games, they didn't, right? You kind of spawned with the weapons you chose, and you kind of were stuck with them unless you killed an opponent.
So, to my memory, which may be incorrect, please correct me. Anyone watching, hit us up at Beer Belly Pod on Instagram and Twitter. But Halo 4 was where they had loadouts, to where you'd pick a primary arm and then a sidearm, and then you'd pick what grenade you wanted and what armor capability you wanted as well. And then in 5, they pretty much did away with that. To memory. I could be wrong, but pretty much they went back to weapon spawns. And then on top of that, everyone was on the same playing field as far as what their armor was capable of, because the only special ability you had was the thruster pack, which is you get a quick dash left, right, forward, and back.
I remember that.
Yeah, which was super fun. I love
that.
The thruster pack.
I had played with you. Was it Halo 5? There was one Halo game that I got into for like 2 weeks.
Probably Halo 4. I remember playing that with you and your brother one time in the living room, and that was really fun. I remember you and your brother got actually kind of hyped for a moment when I was playing like a zombies match or something like that. And I did like one like kind of cool thing with the thruster pack. And even your brother was like, "Oh shit!" I don't think he cursed. He wasn't really into that back then, nor do I think he's probably into that now. Really, he's kind of a good kid, your brother.
Well, so is every other kid when they're in front of their parents and siblings. But
I'm a shining example of that. I like to think, for the most part.
Don't finish that beer, AJ.
I mean, I still have a little bit of the bottle to go, but still as well.
My bottle's done.
You're done?
No, my bottle's done. This is what I have left.
Oh, okay. If I pour mine right now, I'll probably have just as much or so. I might as well just
pour it.
By the way, I am so enjoying this Elder.
Me too. This is the best. Yeah, right. We're about the same.
If I may, go ahead. Pardon me.
Well, no, I was just going to say I'm excited about Halo Infinite. I'm hoping it's the game that's going to get me back into FPSs. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, being an adult sucks because it's hard to play with you guys anyway.
It's true.
So, and I don't like playing first-person shooters if I'm not with like my homies. So
See, that's cool. For me, I feel like the pressure is more on when I'm playing with my friends, because then it's
Yeah,
like,
because I'm gonna talk
oh
shit.
shit.
I'm gonna talk all the shit.
True, but you know what? Halo 5 is what did it for me as far as like quote unquote competitive play, because like I actually enjoyed like doing the call outs, like, yo, guys at BR right now, or guys going to Rockets, he's one
Oh,
shot,
great.
he's one shot,
There's a
something like
sniper on
that.
the
I
roof.
love that.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
One time I had someone online talk shit to me because he was on my team, but he's like, yo, dude, like, quiet, I don't need to know that all the time. I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure that you know what's going on, baby. And then he cooled down when I said that. He's like, all right, my bad, I just I wasn't aware, my bad, baby. And I was like, it's okay, it's all right. But once he realized I wasn't trying to be a nuisance and just trying to help us win by doing like legit call outs, it worked out. Like he respected that, so I appreciated him back. But yeah, there was a point in my Halo play style where I was pretty hardcore into it. Like I would play it probably 5 nights a week, few hours at a time, and I miss that so much.
So do I.
I want to buy at least a year of Xbox Live, get back into Halo 5. And I know I'm going to get wrecked because everyone else has been playing it for the past 5 years now without me. So but at least get myself relubricated, that way once Infinite comes out, I'll be wet and ready for it, you know what I mean?
Get it right in.
It's
No
the only way to be.
Oh yeah.
That said, so I don't know if this game, I mean, granted, we haven't really seen gameplay, hasn't been shown for it yet to my memory of the presentation itself, but there is a game by Rare Studios, or Rareware, if you're an old school fan of like Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, so on and so forth.
Like, so good. Sorry to interrupt you in your song, AJ, but Diddy Kong Racing is easily the best racing game on the planet.
I liked it, but the reason why I'm not with that statement is because I never owned it. This is where we
end.
Yeah. This is the first, the only, the fifth or sixth or final episode of Beer Belly Pod.
Done. We're done. AJ, I've never owned it either.
The band's broken up.
Never owned that game.
And you still knew it was the best?
And I knew because I probably rented it like 10 times.
Oh, shit. Okay. So I'll give you this. Okay. So I was more of a Mario Kart kid for sure.
You whack.
Crash Team Racing.
You whack.
Wiggity, wiggity, whack. But I did. I had cousins who owned the game. I had buddies that I grew up with in like elementary school and junior high that owned the game. So I had my fair share of playing it to a degree. And I was intrigued by the fact that there was like a story mode to it, which I thought was kind of cool. And I never understood like the whole elephant genie guy and Whiz Pig, the evil villain, and all that.
That's what made it so cool.
What was the thing that the elephant genie would say?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was like super racially insensitive to nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The accent is pretty racist now I think about it.
It's pretty bad.
There was boss battles.
Nintendo is so lucky that they re-released that game on 3DS before everyone got woke. Like,
when are we gonna get a part 2? Oh,
everyone's
AJ,
wondering. Please.
We didn't actually get to talk about this on the pod, the ST Geek. At least I don't think we did.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Pokemon Stadium, not Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Snap.
Don't get me hyped for Stadium, but yeah, Snap is coming out to Switch, and yo, that was gonna be my example. If they can finally bring back Pokemon Snap after fucking, like, I don't know,
16 years,
50, yeah, something like that, 15 years later, probably more than that, really. Then eventually they can do Diddy Kong Racing Switch, which would be fucking sick. I'll take just an HD remaster. Like, I want to be like, hi, I'm Tip Top. I want that so bad. Tip Top was the boy. He was the GOAT for me. Or did you know that was the first release of Banjo as a character?
Yes. Yeah, he didn't have Kazooie on him.
Nope. Yeah, Kazooie did not yet exist, but dude, Banjo looked freaky as hell. Cut to a clip.
And they had the other really popular character, Bad Fur Day.
Conker.
Yeah, Conker. There it is.
Conker. I think that might have been Conker's first. Oh, no. Conker was an old retro game, right?
I believe so. Yes.
from back in the day. Yeah. Yes, I do recall.
Should we save
But
the this?
oh yeah, you know what? That's a fair amount. That's a fair amount.
So, are you gonna run off and then I run off, or do we run off together and you edit this? What's going on? This has never happened.
I know, right? We've never had to have the double Dutch. Did you not? You don't have it in your fridge? Oh no, you had it in the
because
freezer.
it was warm and the actual freezer's better.
Oh no, for sure. I just don't want you to have a beer slushy. You don't think it'll be that cold?
I hope not.
Oh shit! All right, let's go right now. Maybe I'll edit it, or maybe people will sit around and watch us be gone for 5 minutes. I don't know. More like 1 minute, but either way, be right back. Woo!
I'm back, guys.
Oh. Just gonna text Cynthia real quick. She has an interview at a couple different veterinary offices right now.
Okay, that's cool. I know you don't got your. Can you hear me? You can't hear me.
You hear that one?
All right, let's open this while my glass is still cold.
All right, yeah, good call. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's just admire the beauty that is this can without the freaking glare of the light on it right now. Here, look. I think you got the better shot for sure. Oh, all right. To those of you that are watching or listening, but you got to watch the video versions of these episodes.
Yeah. Ready?
But yeah, Pliny for president, an offshoot of Pliny the Elder. Hashtag free the hops.
Hops for president, AJ.
That'll have to be the new intro for this episode. I have to remember to do that. Maybe I'll put it somewhere in there. I think I'm going to drink this one from the can first. Oh, wait. I need a glass. Never mind. I can do this.
You got this, AJ. You got this. Stretch.
Leave your ass.
You know, AJ, I didn't get to tell you this. So I haven't worked out for like the last week and a half because my knee had been hurting. So I went to some lady who works at like a therapy place, but she works under the under the table too. So I went to her apartment, and she like readjusted my knee.
Holy crap!
And I have another appointment this Sunday. Holy crap! I'm surprised I didn't cry.
Oh, really?
It was unbelievably painful. I'm still in pain.
Jesus.
And she can tell it was an older injury. And the only reason I'm bringing this up was because at some point I thought, Homer, leave your ass, because it was so unbearably painful at one point that all I could tell myself was, leave your ass, Homer, leave your ass. That does not work.
That is so bad, but I can only imagine how terrible something like that would feel. But that said, I really do want to experience chiropractic one of these days. Did you spill your beer everywhere?
No, it was my bottle, the empty one.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my God, no. That precious nectar. That sweet love juice.
I wouldn't say this was chiropractor. I think she's like a sports therapist.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, she like rubbed out the knots and all that fun stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it was unbelievably painful. I'm glad I went, and to the point that she said I should go back at least one more time.
Sure.
So if you're ever in any type of pain, I know a person. AJ, right. not random viewers, maybe. All right, you ready to try this bad boy?
Oh, I cannot wait. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah,
I just need to simmer with it for a moment.
the
Tell the
foam on my
people.
mustache is
And
nice.
yeah, on your mustache. See,
Mm.
this is why you got to watch the video version on YouTube. Just search Beer Belly
Ooh,
Podcast whenever you're on YouTube, and you'll find us pretty easily.
ooh.
Can you explain to the people what you're feeling in 3 words?
I can give it to you in 4. Tastes like Happy Hops.
Wow, not impressed then?
It's better than Happy Hops, but it has. If I feel like it's the same idea as Happy Hops.
Which would be in your interpretation, in your opinion?
It's hoppy, very hoppy. That's what this is. It's a dry hop, I believe, right?
Yeah, double dry hopped, 2
And
stages.
maybe that's why I say it feels like I'm drinking a Happy Hops, because I wouldn't doubt it if that's dry hopped.
Sure.
But that's a perfect description of it. It tastes like dry hops.
Yeah.
But
It is what it's described as.
But it has the flavor of an elder.
I see. Yeah, I definitely get the flavor back from it. That much is true.
The aftertaste I'm getting is the aftertaste I get from Happy Hops.
Okay. I respect that.
Ooh. What about you, AJ?
Oh, excuse me. I mean, I guess I can kind of see where you're coming from with Happy Hops a little bit, but I feel like it has that full flavor that Pliny the Elder is known for without it being overly hoppy. Like, yeah, the carbonation is there, but it's not like overbearingly nasty either way. I'm enjoying it.
It's good.
It's not as smooth as the standard Elder, but it is the same percentage though. It is a solid 8.0 as well.
And I didn't get to even see that. So,
yep.
Like I said, it has a taste like Happy Hops. I think it's way better.
Compared to Happy Hops. Okay.
Easily. I just think it was like if they had a drawing board, they took some ideas from Happy Hops and combined it with the Elder, is what I'm personally tasting.
That's a great observation. I mean, it makes sense if it's from the same brewery. Why not kind of utilize different strategies to make one great product? I think I dig it though. I would have this beer again. Simple as that. As that. Apparently they have it on tap at the brewery.
Yes.
Right now too, which is so cool. I mean, obviously that's the optimal way to enjoy this beer, but either way.
Do you remember the sampler or the flight? I'm sorry, the flight that we got from Russian River? Do you remember it?
Can you say barely? But yes, technically I do remember parts of the sampler. Yes. Why do you ask?
Just curious. I mean, Russian River is amazing, and we're lucky enough to say that we've tasted at least 24, 25 of their beers.
Let the record show that we actually did not just do the Belgian or the IPA flight. We did all of them. Everything they had to offer at the time. That said, we did miss out on certain beers like Mind Circus, for example, and some other stuff.
They didn't have it, though. That wasn't our fault. We asked. They just didn't have it.
You asked specifically, which I appreciated that you did.
Well, yeah, because that's why I was unbelievably excited to go, because at that point, Happy Hops was only sold, at home. Basically, it wasn't anywhere else but the brewery. And when I was like, all right, I finally get have another one of their IPAs, and it's a hazy IPA. Not really a big fan of hazy IPAs, but I want to try it. It's Russian River.
Yeah, at that point, you got to give whatever they have to give. We'll take it. Like, that's how much we trust that brewery. And admittedly, maybe some of the Belgian beers that we had weren't to our taste. I think it's safe to say. That said, were they powerful? Did they do what they were meant to do? Oh, fucking yes, they did. We went as far as to do the flight, and then we each had an elder to cap off the night as well, which was partially great,
bad choice,
and also partially a mistake. Yeah.
So,
I'm flying through this can. Oh my god.
Elder for president, or Pliny for president. Bigger fan of Elder.
It is the all reliable. I like that there's a switch up with this.
Oh, the aromas are different too.
Really? I'll have to give that a try. Let me see.
This Pliny for president smells lighter. Am I crazy?
It actually kind of it actually kind of does.
It
I'm
smells
adding.
lighter, right?
Yeah, it's not quite as dank as the elder. I'll give you that. Yeah,
Nope.
that's like a word I
My
have to
bad.
use for it.
I will say this though:
Hmm.
third favorite Russian River beer.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Oh really? So
Come
for
on,
the people
AJ.
at home that don't know our friendship, why don't you illustrate it for them real quick?
Oh, on what? What's my favorite?
Well, the top three apparently.
Distract them for a bit. The
Okay.
viewers, the listeners.
Well, if you we're looking at a Wild
All
John
right,
going
I'm
for
back.
some beer. Oh, that was a quick
So,
distraction. Didn't do a good job, but go ahead, please.
number 3, Pliny for president. Easily.
Love it.
After half of a can, easily number 3.
Show us your boobs. Yeah.
Number 2, Pliny the Elder.
Yeah, I know that guy.
The goat's son, but not
It's
the
that
goat.
old dude.
And of course, number 1. No, don't do that. We don't want to get, demonetized.
Oh my God,
Number
the
1.
bottle. Holy shit. That's
Pliny
a
the Younger.
beautiful full screen view. Holy crap. That's a beautiful bottle, sir. Oh my
Pliny the
God.
Younger.
Oh my God. You son of a bitch.
Yep.
I say that in the most loving way.
Yep. Number 1 is definitely Young, and it's my all-time favorite beer. It's a
Yeah.
triple IPA, which triples are my favorite. Our
Yeah.
favorites, I believe, unless yours has changed.
Nah.
And it's easily king.
Mhm.
Easily.
It's truly the case.
It's the smoothest 10% to put me on my ass.
Oh yeah. To wreck yo shit.
And this year I went crazy with it.
Oh, you
Unbelievably
did.
crazy. So
I mean, go ahead, please.
Long story short,
Mhm.
last minute trip to San Francisco or Santa Rosa to get in line to get this beer, got the beer, got drunk. Then went with AJ to a different spot to go and have more beers off a tap.
Weeks later.
Super drunk. And then had 4 bottles on my own.
Yep.
We did the math. It was about 70 ounces of Pliny the Younger.
Which
is
it's a lot more than a lot of people can say.
I feel like if you told a doctor that I had 70 ounces of alcohol in me in 3 weeks, they would look right back at you and say, "Sir, you're an alcoholic."
Right. Not only that, but 70 ounces of a 10% beer.
Trashed. I mean,
I remember what it was when you had your final pours. I was there for your final pours of the Younger.
I love that. AJ and myself got the final pours at Holland's Head, my favorite bar / deli. Went there. We went there basically 30 minutes after they opened to just pound as much as we could.
The huge pours too, like 15, 17-ounce pours.
Didn't it get unbelievably packed like 45 minutes after we showed up?
There was one guy waiting for them to open inside the store. This is pre-quarantine, pre-COVID and everything. This is back in what, January, February?
February.
Early February then.
Mid-February. I went to Russian River beginning February.
Okay. So COVID was just like in the news at that point, like
China has something, but
new
that's
flu
about it.
Coming from China. Who will see? News will develop. Little do you know, you'll be living your homes for 4 months at a time minimum. Yeah,
I was hoping you were going to go to the Bane voice.
I guess I can work that out somewhere.
Just mid-sentence. And we've come to take over your land.
It is the flu that will cause you to all perish. You are the people who will die from this flu. And you'll thank me for fucking your dog. I don't know. Pliny for president on that note. Russian River will never sponsor us for including them in that speech.
You should probably bleep that part out. Let's not lose that sponsorship.
If that ever becomes one. That said, if ever you want to send us beers, email us beerbellypod@gmail.com. We'll be, or DM us on Twitter or Instagram @beerbellypod, and let us know if there are beers or whiskeys or wines that you want to send our way, and we'll work that out.
We'll do it. We'll drink anything.
Yeah,
that has alcohol in it. Almost anything that has
Almost
alcohol in
anything.
it.
If it's legal to drink it, we'll talk about it. We'll work it out.
Talk
We'll,
about it.
we'll work out the logistics first. But yeah, we'll
We're
figure out a
down.
way that you can send it to us if you're interested. That would be great, because we already had a buddy that we mentioned in a recent episode that has already helped sponsor us by sending us beers. They ordered us beers, and that was really awesome. I picked them up the other
Super
day.
great. Yep.
Super excited. Yeah, I can't wait. Actually, we have a dude from Instagram as well who makes his own kombucha, and he's going to be shipping them as well. Once I Venmo him the shipping, he said just take the kombucha, like it's on me.
I've never had kombucha before.
I've had one glass of alcoholic kombucha in Santa Barbara from this little brewery called Night Lizard Brew. Shout out to them; they're really awesome. You should follow them on Instagram, Night Lizard Brewing. They're pretty cool. And that was where I had my first alcoholic kombucha. It was light in alcohol content from my memory, but it tasted really good, to the point of where even my girlfriend, who does not appreciate beer that much other than stouts and porters, she appreciated the kombucha. That said, she learned she liked porters from that same brewery. So that was kind of cool.
Porters are pretty portery.
So coming
So
from the guy that doesn't like stouts so much, so it makes sense.
Did you say this guy made it himself?
He brews the kombucha himself. Yes.
Does he own a brewery of some sort? Or am I gonna go blind?
I'm sure it's like a micro thing that he does from
That'd be
home.
dope. I'm just playing. Although I don't want to
go blind, but at the same time, it's dope that he does do this. When the episode airs, though, when he ships it to us, we'll be sure to tag his socials and stuff like that, so that way you all can get into it as well.
Yeah. And if I go blind, we know who to blame. So
absolutely,
AJ.
Oh, for sure. It's my fault anyway. For
AJ,
sure.
Did you finish that can?
No. I'm working through it. I have like a good quarter of a can left.
Oh my God, I'm still full glass.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, go ahead. I'm going to talk for a second. You should take a good glug real quick, as you think over what I'm about to say. I don't know if you saw on Twitter though, but social media accounts for G4 TV, Attack of the Show, and X Play have all tweeted the same thing, saying we never stop playing, and apparently the channel's going to be relaunching in 2021.
Well, in some shape or form. So for all we know, it's just a web series. Let me say this,
which is fine.
I have been watching G4 TV before it was G4 TV. God, it's been so long, and I was so young
when it was Tech TV.
Tech TV, and I was watching it. That was the first time I was exposed to Fooly Cooley. Was when it was on Tech TV.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and God, I must have been like 11, and I remember that's what caught my eye was Fooly Cooley. I didn't even know what Tech TV was.
Tight anime,
and because of that, then I and this was before we really had like internet and stuff, so I had to go off of a TV guide. I don't know if you remember that. You hit guide on your remote and it show you all that shit. Okay, boomer. And
well, better than the flip your pages TV guide.
Oh, thank God we're not that old. We will be though.
One day. We're on the way.
It's okay. I'll be drunk as I'm getting there. And I was watching Attack of the Show before it's called Attack of the Show. I think it was called Screensavers at that point.
That sounds right. Yeah, you are correct.
So I'm not gonna be like that guy who said, "Oh, it's there from the beginning." I probably started watching Screensavers weeks before they transitioned into Attack of the Show.
Yeah, I remember that.
So what I'm basically saying is, I had been watching G4 TV since basically it was the start of G4 TV.
Yeah. No, I remember that transition.
And although I'm unbelievably hype, I wonder how they're going to handle Attack of the Show if they bring it back. Because Attack of the Show was something I was watching.
It was special.
Daily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that, AJ? I was like obsessed with Attack of the Show.
I mean, I got into Kevin Pereira back when he was on Arena. On the Arena. Like when they would play a lot of SOCOM and stuff.
And they would also do DDR. They would do stuff like that.
That was such a missed opportunity to do fighting games, though, really. Like, I know that it was more of like a squad-based show, which was nice, but it was such a missed opportunity to do cool fighting games, especially at that time. There was Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and stuff, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Why not do stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Fun stuff. King of Fighters.
Yeah, big time. Big time, now that you mention it.
And this is something I don't think G4 TV gets a lot of credit for, but they're the one who made Ninja Warrior popular in America.
Yeah, I
Because now
remember
it's
when they
on
brought
like
that.
NBC or ABC or some shit
A
like
major
that.
network.
Because I remember I don't know what the fuck I was watching. I remember
Right.
just seeing a random Japanese show of people running around some kind of extreme course.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was so good. I got my mom hooked on it, got my little brother hooked on it, to the point that we went to Venice Beach the very first time they brought Ninja Warrior to America, when they did like the American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Dope. So I'm excited about G4 TV,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I'm not into video games like the way I used to be.
No,
So
understood. If anything, you could think of it as like a gateway to getting you into a little more gaming. That said, though, I mean, we just talked about it earlier today when I dropped off the Pliny for President to you. The freaking 8 cans that you got, so nice. I'm very excited.
He
for
didn't
you
give them to
those.
me. You did not give them to me.
When I
Don't
gave
make it
them
sound
to
you handed them to me. Yes,
Hey,
with
John,
a fee.
you're welcome. Hey, Santa's got to pay taxes nowadays. All right, that shit ain't free no more. Hey, you know that bitch Rudolph? He's famous. I got to pay that. I got to pay him nowadays.
Pliny for president if you want to stop charging Santa Claus for taxes.
Yes, please. Yeah, vote for Pliny for
This
president.
was a supported advertisement by Santa Claus.
Yes. Hashtag for the hops. Thank you. Hashtag beer belly pod. Anyway. I don't remember what we're. Oh yes. Okay. So
He's drunk.
I know
Good
you
Lord,
make your
he's drunk.
John statement of saying you're not that into gaming anymore.
I'm
For
not.
anyone that isn't a part of our direct friendship, just know that this motherfucker next to me is within the top 100 players of a fighting game currently. And this is a fighting game. Hold on. Before you speak, this is a fighting game that has more online crossplay capability than any video game ever currently. Like, you can play on Stadia, you can play on Xbox, you can play on Nintendo Switch, you can play on PlayStation, you can play on PC. You are number 86 or something like that in the world online. Right. So you cannot say that you are not that into video games. Granted, maybe you're not into that RPGs and all that, and maybe you're not that hype over the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X presentations, but you, my friend, are to a degree within your own tight realm, your niche, a gamer, a hardcore AJ, gamer. You are.
Here's the thing.
I'm a humble brag as a friend right now. You're tight. I
can't even name you 90% of the cast of the game I play.
Well, to be fair, it's Power Ranger characters. Like, you
don't matter though.
You fell out of Power Rangers when you were a kid.
And I didn't know very many Marvel/Capcom characters, but Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I know all those characters because I love that game too.
Well, they're also more contemporary characters, to be fair,
Yeah.
At that time. In Marvel Infinite, you probably know every character in that game,
Yeah, but that was because that was made for the fans, or Marvel's idea of fans.
Yeah, the MCU fans.
I get into one video game, and I don't, regardless of how many hours I play on it, I don't think that even puts me at casual gamer.
Okay.
Because if you were to ask me about any other kind of video game, I would probably tell you I don't know, because I know nothing about it. and I that's why I say I'm not much of a gamer, because I'm not. I couldn't tell you, besides Halo Infinite, what games they announced for the Xbox. I couldn't.
Okay.
Didn't care. And you know why? And I said it earlier in the recording. The only reason I cared about Halo Infinite was because I wanted to know how I was going to kill my opponent who lives halfway across the country. So
yeah,
I more so just have a competitiveness to myself.
Yes. That was the word I was thinking. Competitive gamer, for sure.
Easily. And even then, it's only one game. I am fully married to it. I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for like 7 years straight. Mm-hmm. Never really played other games in between. Maybe sprinkled in within those 10 years, maybe 4 games.
Prince of Persia was one that
Prince
you fell in love with. For Xbox 360, that is.
Yeah. Prince of Persia. Fuck, I couldn't even name any other ones. Halo 3.
Yeah.
That's about it. I couldn't tell you any other ones.
Fair enough.
So that's why I say I'm not much of a gamer, because I'm not.
Yeah, that's fair. You have a very specific niche that you stick to, and that's for the
Very.
most part it. You did play a few hours of Shadow of the Colossus, which I appreciate, even if it wasn't your like go-to thing. I feel as
Oh,
though you gained an appreciation for the game itself, though.
and this goes right back to competitiveness. If I actually do find myself enjoying a single player game, I'm gonna try to beat it as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible.
Just get through it real quick.
To say I beat it. Just to say I beat it.
Yeah, sure. I feel that. I respect that.
And I don't even feel like I come off as a competitive person. That's the crazy thing about it.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. I would not guess that from you if I didn't know you very personally. You know what I mean?
But you know I am. You know I fucking die inside every time I lose.
I'm getting to know that part. So for me, I somewhat quickly within like the first year or two of our friendship got to know your competitive nature a little bit, but only now am I starting to realize that it eats you up inside if someone happens to be a little bit better at you at certain things, which I appreciate though, because I don't quite have that to the degree you do, and I want that, and I get there a little bit, but more so I think I'm a little more laid back about it, and I like to celebrate other people being good, which you do a good job of as well. Like, say if we're playing a fighting game and I happen to do a decent combo, you are really polite and you congratulate me a little bit.
Oh yeah, I do the same with Diego and Glenn and with anybody. If you're doing something nice, even if you're a scrub, I mean, I'm still gonna say it's nice. No reason not to. You know? That's how you keep the scrubs playing.
I see. All right. Well, on that very similar note, I have one question to ask you. And I feel like you'll be able to answer this question a little bit. And I look forward to your question or to your answer, because I don't know if I've ever asked you this question specifically in this way.
Yes, I would do double penetration. Next question.
Close answer, actually. Very related. I was going to ask, so what qualities make a guy a man crush for you?
Nicely combed hair.
Okay.
Beard always helps, but it needs to be nicely groomed. Muscular, but not too muscular.
Yeah.
And a good sense of style.
Amen. I feel you there. Okay, so
you didn't think the answer was going to be that smooth, right? You thought I hadn't thought about it, but I have.
As we all have. Totally. I mean, I'll say this. I mean, the first man crush I ever knew that you had was Robert Downey Jr. This is like 10 years ago.
That was Young John, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was that's before muscles came into
before getting Marvel Disney fit was a thing, really. He more so
got me wet because he was Iron Man, and he played an amazing Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, he's super suave.
That was more of the personality than the physique.
I mean, he is a good-looking man, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he doesn't have, like, the Chris Hemsworth build, obviously.
Nope.
Which he doesn't need.
Nope.
To be who he is, to have the attraction level that he has. Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. I'm the berber of this episode.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I will say I agree with pretty much everything you said. Other than I think I agree with everything. I mean,
I know what kind of man you like, AJ.
What's that? Go ahead, give it to me.
My description. I just told you.
Okay. With those qualifiers in mind, is there an individual or are there individuals that you would equate to me finding as a man crush then?
You?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to just give you the easy answer. Henry Cavill.
Oh, yeah. Easily. Oh, my God. What did I rewatched Man of Steel like a month and a half ago. Swoon. Sin and I were just like, yeah, let's just watch it again. Why not? It was just a random watch. And super handsome.
You looked at Sin, you looked at Sin, you looked at shirtless Henry Cavill, and you thought,
what am I doing with this?
Yeah, exactly. When I can easily have this.
Exactly. Oh, because we're so the same league, Cavill and I, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that said, she asked me on occasion, my girlfriend asked me on occasion, like, would you ever like just go for that dude? And I'm like, honestly, he's like, for example,
you're gonna get rejected.
Henry Cavill is a man crush, easily by far and away a man crush. That said, whenever I think of a man crush, and it comes down to it, where my mind naturally goes is like, I would just enjoy bumping into him at a bar somewhere and just having beers with him, have a glass of whiskey with him, and
Have
just
him eagle
chat him
you.
up.
Nice
What's that?
Scrubs reference. Have him eagle you.
Yeah, exactly.
Eagle. Just carry you and you spin you around.
Yeah, that's all I
He
need.
can. He's
That's all I need.
Superman. He
Yeah.
can.
He can most certainly Superman this hoe. Most definitely.
Which you are.
Yeah, big time. But that's all I need from a man crush is just have a few beers with him, get to know the guy, and say, yo, let's do this again next week. I'll see you then, bud. That's about it. That's all I need. That said, he's a gorgeous individual.
That's me, AJ.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the man crush is real. I don't think you can have a best friendship without like a man crush in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Ah.
You're a good looking guy.
Questionable stuff. So are you, AJ. Although,
thank you.
I've heard off screen that John disagrees with them curls.
Oh, damn. I do. Peek behind the curtain of our friendship. I have heard John compliment the curls, though, back in the day.
No, I like them. Grow them long, though.
But I haven't cut the length in a long time. I cut the sides, but the top, I just let it grow. Been letting it grow for a while now. But I did find my first long strand of gray today. My one
You
follicle.
found your first gray? I've yet to.
Well, I mean, I've had grays in the past, one or two, but they were short. But this is like on the top of my head, like as long as it, I mean, my hair isn't that long, but it's past my eyelid. It's to my cheek, nice, I guess, kind of. Yeah. And there was a gray that long. It was crazy. I'm getting to that age now, I guess, people.
You old man. You an old man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God I haven't yet.
You're on
the way. There have been a few scares.
Like what?
Where I thought I've had grays, but no.
Oh,
but usually on my beard. It's usually on my beard where I'm like, oh, there's a gray right there. But no, I have a lot of reds. Okay. Some of them are like ultra blonde reds. So.
Oh, they'll get there.
I know.
When I grow up my facial hair long enough, that's when the reds and the blondes come into play. But if I keep them trimmed, they don't really get there. What's that?
Your beard was a little bit longer before, right?
Oh, yeah. I trimmed it like a week and a half ago.
For shame.
I don't like it to get too messy. I manage a place that's a restaurant. People don't like to see a lot of facial hair in front of their food. It makes sense. You know, even if AJ, we're only takeout, we got to be careful.
You are not serving people.
That said,
you are not cooking.
I do have staff that show people their orders before they leave with them, but I try to help out by taking some of the brunt and helping them out with that. I'll do the same with them. But that said, if I'm like opening food and showing them what they got, what they ordered, what customers ordered, I don't want to have like a big old bushy like poof.
Well, I'm not saying have a poof, but where you were at was nice.
I appreciate you saying so. Thank you.
Are you done with your can?
Getting there. Should we just finish it off real quick?
Oh yeah, I'm almost done. Let's do
it. I have a little less than what you have right now. I'm like right here.
Oh, I'll be done before you're done with yours, baby.
1, 2, 3. Watch the video version of the podcast.
Oh, I'm already done, AJ.
Oh, nice. I look forward to comparing it to the Elder. I'm gonna take a quick sip right now. Actually.
Oh, I already compared the two. I'm done with my Elder.
All done? You're done with all your beer?
That's when I was smelling them.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, finish it, AJ. Come on.
No, right away. It's an Elder. You got to treasure it a little bit.
It's a little warmer though.
It is a lot warmer.
And I don't care what kind of beer you're drinking. That beer loses quality when it's warm.
Any beer does. Yeah, of course. It's not the beer. It's not the company's fault. Like, it's just that's nature.
You know, I love drinking beers at the fair, but at the same time, if you're not drinking that beer fast enough, that shit gonna get warm. It gonna get nasty, and I'm not gonna like my drunk.
It's true. You got to drink it while you can, especially because they serve it to you in like room temperature plastic cups. So, you know, it is what it is. That said, do you think there's going to be like an LA County and Orange County fair for 2020?
No, they've already officially canceled all those.
Oh, they have?
Those have been officially canceled for a while now.
See, the thing is, I do believe you in that. I haven't heard the statement personally, but I believe you for sure.
Yeah.
But that said, with everything reopening, at least to a patio dining experience, I almost can imagine everyone having to wear a mask when you're walking around. and only taking it off when you stop to eat something at like a official, I don't know, booth with hay
Station.
bale seats and freaking wagon wheel tables, if you will.
Yeah, like maybe 2-3 months ago, because I checked, because I had the conversation with my girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
If you go to like the LA County Fair's official website, it does say something along the lines of, for the second time in 76 years, the fair is going to be closed for
Wow.
2020. So I mean, maybe it hasn't been on the news yet because we haven't even come close to the LA County Fair.
Yeah.
But if
They're
you
not
go
trying to
on
freak
their
people out yet.
if you go on their website, it clearly says that it's canceled.
That's rough, man. But I mean, again, hey, it's necessary. I'll do whatever it fucking takes to just get the shit over with. If it means I have to stay home for the next few months outside of work, then whatever. It is what it is. I got to preach a little bit, and I know that you agree. Wear your fucking mask and don't complain about it. If you're a
Yes.
healthy,
Oh my
if
god.
you are a healthy human being, if you're healthy, then what is there to cry about?
And it's not about yourself. Who cares
Right.
how healthy you are?
Let me just give a brief example, a little peek into my life as a first world problem, mind you, in bold fucking print. There are times where I'm at work, and again, I manage this team that I have. They're great. I love them. There's times where I'll help them out with taking to-go calls, like on the phone. And that's great.
Right.
I love doing it. If I can help out my team, why the hell not? For sure. If it makes the day go by more smoothly for them, I'll do it. Anyway, I'm wearing a mask all day when I'm on the floor. And sometimes when I'm taking a call, that's where I have to take a moment to kind of just and recalibrate my breathing, because I am wearing a mask and I'm hustling along the floor. Even though obviously the operation isn't quite as grand as it once was, it's not quite as extremely busy as it normally has been since COVID and all that, or since pre-COVID and all that. At the same time, sometimes I have to stop and take a breath while I'm taking phone calls, because, and it's just because, again, breathing can be slightly difficult, and I'm not the most healthy or athletic human being anymore. I used to be very athletic back in the
You
day.
used to be magnificent.
Oh, thank you.
You
did once flatter me by saying that I could compete in American Ninja Warrior if I wanted to, which was a really big pride moment for me, actually.
And I definitely still agree with that when you were in your prime.
I would have to train to get back there, though, to be fair.
I mean, I will say this. I think a few of the winners who have won were in like their mid 30s. So you still had a chance.
I'm in my earlies. I got a chance. Yeah, you're right. All right, I'll take it.
All right, you got 2, 3, 40 years. Who knows?
I still get mistaken for my mid or early 20s, so I'll take it. Okay.
Is the person blind?
Blind and stupid. The two don't equal each other. It's just that they happen to be two different.
The person is probably blind because they're stupid.
That person's probably myself, actually. So I just look in the mirror and I'm like, "You're beautiful, darling. Yeah. You're beautiful."
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And then you look away from the mirror and you're like, I'm so sad.
Exactly. I'm so dead inside. I forgot where I was going with that. What were we talking about?
I don't know. I'm intoxicated.
This is what happens when you drink.
This is the best part at the end of the podcast,
where all of a sudden all memory of the whole entire show prior to goes out the window.
Well, I'll give my final say.
Please.
I definitely think Elder is better. I think that Pliny for president. I'm going to say president. Wait, for president?
Pliny for president.
We call Pliny the elder.
Well, there's Pliny the Elder, and there's Pliny for president,
which we call it elder.
Yes,
I don't. I mean, when I'm having
just
a
call
conversation with you,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Do I just say president?
In our friendship and on the show, yeah, go for it.
President. So I definitely think that elder is still better than president, but I think president is a nice, refreshing take on elder. For a beer that I've had for the last 4 to 6 years, I find it very refreshing to have a different take on it, but without having the original pulled away from me. Because it has happened where they're like the new and approved beer of this, and it's like, well, I love the older one more. So it is nice that I get the option of, do I want the old reliable or the brand new president beer? And again, they're both great. Shut the fuck up, AJ. I'm not done. I'm drunk. Wait, now I'm done. No, I'm playing. Elder is better. President is. It's pretty close. It is very close. Again, I don't like Happy Hops. I think that there is a Happy Hops kind of end taste to it, like the aftertaste that I get. But it's not so extreme. It's very light to it. Although it's double dried, it is muy bueno.
Muy bueno for sure.
All right. I'm done, AJ.
No,
Wait, I'm not done. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm playing. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It all goes back to Donkey Kong Country.
Full circle. Full circle.
Can we do an episode of us talking about beer while we play Donkey Kong Country?
I would love that.
That would be amazing as fuck. I would love that so much. I own Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2
on the Super Nintendo, right?
Oh yeah. I never owned 3, but I had a buddy.
But we can't hit the start record button until we're this drunk.
You don't want the journey of beginning to end?
No, we need to be this drunk, and we need to end up this drunk.
Okay.
By the time we're done playing.
Hashtag beer belly drunk bros. I'm down for it.
All right, AJ. What was your opinion on the president?
I mean, if I may say, sir, it's not to flatter you because I hate you to your guts, but I think that what you said was very succinct for as drunk as we are. It was what you had to say was very on point. I do agree that, I mean, I honestly would not have thought Happy Hops without you saying so, but now that you have, and you did earlier as well, I get that. And again, I mentioned it slightly earlier, and I'll reiterate it now in that why not utilize the 2 different brewing strategies to make one fun product? And like you said, Pliny the Elder is something that's been around. It's like a flagship beer of this brewery in particular.
Nice.
It's a flagship.
Pliny. I'm the flag chick, by the way.
There you go.
Continue.
Are you in color guard or what? I like it. Okay. Oh, we got to work that out for future. Let's save one beer of Pliny for president and just make like a fun video out of it.
Down.
Really? Like let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do a fun skit. We haven't done a fun little skit in years.
We've had some good times with that.
Yeah, we have. Good laughs. I can say I've had people in my college classes laugh at the stupid ass videos you make me do.
That makes me feel like $1 million when you say that, because these are strangers we're talking about.
Yeah.
At least to me.
And they don't have to laugh at our videos, but boy, did they laugh the shit out of me.
If anything, they could have scoffed and been like, fucking edgelord, fucking just, I don't know. They could have just said like, that is just trying too hard. But they were sincere and laughed apparently, which is great.
Both times. We've did 2 different videos, like at least a year and a half apart, and I had to present both of them to my college classes. And one was forced. One didn't need to be presented, but my teacher was like, your video was funny, and everybody was like, let's watch it. And the other one I had to show, and they loved it. So we should do it. It'd be fun. All
right. I don't know if I still have the same spunk that I used to, but I will have fun and do my best.
We'll find a way. We're old. Okay,
absolutely. That said, all right. Well, I mean, hey, if you want to hit us up, let us know what you would like to talk about. If you have any random questions or topics that you want us to talk about in future episodes, let us know. You can find us with @BeerBellyPod on Instagram and Twitter. Please take the time to review us on any podcasting app that you happen to use, whether it's
or
Podcast Addict, or YouTube as well. Please. Just search Beer Belly Podcast on YouTube. You'll find the couple episodes we have up there right now. We're at the moment of us recording, we're like 1 episode behind a week, but I want to kind of get us caught up to where we release the audio episode, and then later in the week we release the same video version of that episode. It's just a matter of taking the time to catch up, which I think I can probably do by this week. I'm hoping. Don't quote me on it, but it is a
quote
dream.
Quote it. Sorry.
Chiseled in stone.
Bold. Quote it.
AJ said so. All right. Well, I'm about to have my last sip of Elder. Please tell the people what's up. Words of wisdom from John.
Words of wisdom from John. Please wear your mask. Please be responsible when drinking. Don't drink and drive. Don't be dumb. Don't put other lives in jeopardy. but enjoy your beers. Beers are something that can be enjoyable. I've heard from so many young people who are younger than me that I love Dos Equis, I love Corona. No, it's you haven't been exposed to better beers. And that doesn't mean IPAs. That can be stouts, it can be pilsners, it can be porters. But expand your horizon. Getting drunk doesn't need to be just getting drunk. It can be getting drunk in a classy way that you enjoy.
With your pinky out, as always.
As high as possible. Double pinky action.
That said, that's been Beer Belly Podcast. We'll see you next time. Tell your friends about us. We look forward to hearing from y'all. Hit us up, please. Let us know what we need to be drinking next. Let us freaking know. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. I pulled that right out of my ass, AJ.
So on and so forth.
Like, so good. Sorry to interrupt.